There are two sides to the issue when it comes to accumulating wealth. The income side enables you to scale up your wealth more quickly as your income increases. The saving side comes next. Only one factor, how much you spend, has an impact on the saving side of the equation. As not everyone is employed in a high-paying position, people who make lower wages must exercise extra diligence in managing their money to maximize the savings side of the wealth equation. Fortunately, it is more than possible to become wealthy even with a smaller wage, and this video will walk you through the 7 steps you must take to do so. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and engage. Step number 1. Start your wealth journey now. Our propensity to put things off is one of humanity's fatal flaws. We put off preparing for retirement, pursuing our ideal career, or making changes that would increase our financial well-being because we believe we have plenty of time to do so. Nevertheless, the reality is that as a low-wage worker, time is one of your most valuable resources for accumulating wealth. Therefore, you must make the most of it. By developing money-saving habits, reducing your spending, and incorporating smart financial ideas into your daily life, you may start gaining financial momentum right away. Step number 2. Recognize that living cheaply can be enjoyable. To increase your wealth when you have a modest income, you must be disciplined about saving. But being frugal does not mean that your life must be monotonous. Unfortunately, many people assume that folks who save money are simply doing that, but this need not be the case. Living well while saving a decent amount of money is possible. There are numerous cost-effective methods to pass the time, such as watching Netflix or visiting with loved ones. The majority of free activities, like those I just named, bring us greater enjoyment than any expensive automobile or ostentatious watch could ever hope to. As a result, even though you may start with a smaller income, your path to wealth may demand you to be fiscally responsible, but that doesn't mean you have to be dope. Step number 3. Set smart objectives. Having financial goals is essential to your total success, regardless of whether you make millions of dollars a year or only a little portion of that number. Setting goals is advantageous for several reasons. Secondly, setting goals enables you to outline a clear road to accomplishment, which cuts down on the time wasted wriggling your way to financial success. Second, they serve as motivation, particularly when done consistently. But the wealthy employ goals differently than the typical person since they are aware of strategies that can greatly boost their chances of success. Using the SMART goal framework is one method to increase your chances of succeeding in your endeavors. Your aim must be timely, explicit, measurable, reachable, and reasonable for this strategy to work. You will be substantially more likely to achieve your objectives if you have a solid goal that fits all of the criteria in the SMART goal framework, especially if you combine this strategy with another goal-setting trick. Step number 4. Create and adhere to a budget. Whether you have a little wage or have $1 million in the bank, everyone needs a budget. Regrettably, not everyone fully understands how crucial budgets are while attempting to achieve your financial objectives. According to a recent survey, more than 60% of American households do not have a budget, which, in my opinion, is the main cause of the fact that more than 75% of all Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Also, since you have less income than people with higher salaries do, you will need to be even more prudent with your spending than people with higher salaries. Currently, many individuals consider creating and following a budget to be a chore, but doing so has several advantages. First, budgets give you the ability to monitor your progress toward the objectives you've just established. Also, creating a budget can help you feel more in charge of your finances, which will lessen the stress you often experience while managing your finances as a whole. Last but not least, having to enter your income and expenses into your budget compels you to stay aware of your financial situation, which will help you choose more wisely. Step number 5. Getting rid of high-interest debt. The biggest challenge to becoming wealthy while earning a low wage, aside from overspending, is needing to make monthly loan interest payments. You know, while I frequently advise investing money that is not used for living expenses so that your money may work for you, in most cases paying off debt makes more sense. It is better to be paying down a high-interest debt rather than using the power of the stock market to increase your wealth. As of 2019, when the average annual interest rate for credit cards was 19.24%, earning this type of return in the market is extremely unlikely. Just how harshly painful are interest payments? The typical American pays $8,037 in interest annually as of 2019. Realizing why you have debt in the first place is the first step in getting rid of it, and this is especially true for credit card debt. I think it will be difficult to change for the better if you don't know where your financial problem came from. Consider whether your spending is intended to help you deal with your emotions or to impress your peers. You may take action and break any negative habits you may have acquired over time by determining the cause of your debt problems. The next stage is to determine how you will get rid of your debt after you have determined why you are in debt or why you keep getting back into it. There are many various strategies for dealing with debt, but I believe the 5 items listed below will increase your chances of success. 1. You need to stop taking on more debt. You might wish to stop using or freeze your credit cards. Think twice before making a purchase and stay away from places where you could be tempted to overspend, like the mall. 2. Manage your income and expenses realistically. If you are in debt, you either have a problem with your income or your expenditure. If you want to figure out how to become wealthy, you might need to start earning more money or cutting back on your expenditures. 3. Reduce your expenses and spending. There are a variety of things you could want to give up depending on how soon you want to pay off your debt. You may stop buying Starbucks, spend less at restaurants, or find a less expensive way to exercise. 4. Earn more cash. Your ability to pay off debt more quickly will increase as a result of increasing your income. 5. Pay over the required minimum. If you have debt, you should always make more than the required minimum payment to reduce your interest costs. In the end, paying off your debt will make you feel less stressed and give you extra cash for investing or other useful endeavors. Maintain your momentum when making adjustments to your present financial routine by visualizing how much more money you will have to allocate to your goals once you stop paying high interest costs. Step number 6. Venture into wise investments. The foundation for getting wealthy while earning a low salary has been laid by all the measures taken thus far, but it is the power of investment that will ultimately allow you to accumulate the money necessary to become a millionaire. You see, trying to save up your paychecks till you have a 7-figure amount in the bank while making just a moderate income is simply not going to happen. For instance, it would take 200 years to save $1 million if you make $40,000 a year and contribute $5,000 to savings each year, and that's before inflation reduces the purchasing power of your savings. As a result, as you can see, investing is the only method to increase your wealth while living on a modest income. Due to its reliance on compound interest, investing is one of the best ways to build wealth. Compound interest occurs when your interest earns interest, and it can increase the amount of money you have saved over time. This is crucial to understand because if you merely leave $100 sitting in a checking account or beneath a mattress, it won't be worth $100 in the future. Nevertheless, if you invest, you can increase the value of your $100. Your money is working for you when you invest, potentially generating income for you. Step number 7. Augment your salary. As I've already shown, it is feasible to become wealthy while doing a low-paying job, but it will take a lot of time. However, there are ways to hasten your path to wealth if you're not the most patient person, and one of these is by supplementing your income. This could take the shape of creating your own business, getting a part-time job, or working as a freelancer. Increasing your income will reduce the amount of time it takes you to become truly wealthy, as long as the money you make from these sources is used to pay off debt or complement your investment efforts. Thank you for sticking around till the end. If you think there are other steps not included, please engage in the comment section. Till later, bye.